Professor Elena Vasquez had never imagined her career would lead here, standing before a classroom of alien cadets at the Galactic Naval Academy, about to teach a course titled Survival Tactics and Adaptive Combat. The classroom was a marvel of xenoarchitecture, with adjustable gravity zones and atmospheric controls for the diverse species present. 23 cadets sat in specially designed seats, Threxians with their crystalline exoskeletons, Palvari floaters hovering in suspension fields, Kellian tripods, and several other species Elena was still learning to identify. What united them all was the expression of barely concealed skepticism. "I am Professor Vasquez," Elena began, her translator implant broadcasting to all frequencies. "I'm from Earth, and I'll be your instructor for this semester." A Threxian in the front row, whose nameplate read Cadet Zixthor, raised a prismatic appendage. "Professor, with respect, Earth was only granted Academy access 2 cycles ago. What qualifications does a species so new to the galactic community have to teach us?" Elena had expected this. "That's a fair question, Cadet. Let me show you something." She activated the holographic display, bringing up Earth's planetary classification. The symbol appeared, a red skull with crossed bones underneath, the universal designation for a Class 9 death world. Murmurs rippled through the classroom. "Most of you," Elena continued, "evolved on garden worlds. Stable climates, abundant resources, minimal predators. Your species developed technology through cooperation and gradual progress." She gestured to the display. "Earth tried to kill us every single day." She pulled up images: hurricanes powerful enough to level cities, earthquakes that reshaped continents, predators with teeth as long as her forearm, diseases that had wiped out millions. We didn't have the luxury of peaceful development. We had to adapt or die. And that's what I'm here to teach you: adaptation. A Palvari cadet, translucent and ethereal, pulsed with curiosity. "But surely, Professor, our technology makes such primitive survival skills obsolete? Does it?" Elena smiled. "Computer, run simulation Alpha 7. The classroom dissolved into a holographic scenario. The cadets found themselves on a planet's surface, their shuttle crashed, systems failing, hostile environment readings spiking across their helmet displays. "Your mission was routine reconnaissance," Elena narrated. "But a solar flare knocked out your ship's electronics. You have no communication, limited supplies, and rescue won't arrive for 3 standard days. What do you do?" The cadets looked at each other uncertainly. Zixthor spoke first. "We wait for rescue. Conserve oxygen and rations." "You'll die," Elena said bluntly. "The planet's temperature drops to -40 at night. Your shelter," she gestured to the damaged shuttle, "has no heat. You have 18 hours before nightfall." She walked through the simulation. "Cadet Zixthor, your species is silicon-based. Can you identify the rock formations here that might provide insulation?" The Threxian's crystals dimmed. We never studied geology." "You, Cadet Palvari," Elena pointed to the floating alien. "Your people can sense electromagnetic fields. Can you locate underground thermal vents that might provide warmth?" "We rely on our technology for such things," the Palvari admitted. Elena nodded. "And that's the problem. You've become dependent on systems that can fail. Let me show you what a human would do." She demonstrated, identifying wind patterns to find shelter locations, recognizing edible versus toxic plants by their structural characteristics, creating fire using friction and reflective surfaces, constructing insulated barriers from local materials. The cadets watched in fascination as their human professor, using nothing but environmental awareness and basic physics, created a survivable camp from practically nothing. "This is impossible," Zixthor breathed. "You would need years of training." "Every human learns these basics," Elena interrupted. "Not because we want to, but because our planet demanded it. We call it common sense. You call it advanced survival training." Over the following weeks, the skepticism transformed into respect. Elena taught them to read weather patterns by observing clouds, to navigate by stars, to identify threats through subtle environmental cues. She showed them how humans used adrenaline, that dangerous chemical cocktail, to perform feats of strength in emergencies. She explained how pain tolerance could be mentally controlled, how fear could be channeled into focus rather than paralysis. The final exam was brutal, a week-long survival scenario on a designated training moon with minimal equipment. Many cadets failed initially, falling back on their instinct to wait for technological rescue. But those who passed did so by thinking like Deathworlders, improvising, adapting, surviving against odds that would have seemed impossible before. On graduation day, Zixthor approached Elena privately. "Professor, I must apologize for my initial doubt. What you've taught us, it's not just survival skills. It's a completely different way of thinking." Elena smiled. "That's exactly right, cadet. Technology can fail. Equipment can malfunction. But a mind trained to adapt? That's the one tool that never breaks." As her students departed to their assignments across the galaxy, Elena felt a quiet pride. Humanity might be the newcomers to the cosmic community, but they had something precious to offer, the hard-won wisdom of a species that had survived the unsurvivable. The Deathworlders had become the teachers, and the galaxy was learning to survive.